Hi, my name is Rania Charles. Today, me and Sophia Diaz will be presenting Montpellier, France. We have chosen to do Culture of the City. A general overview of Montpellier. It is located in southern France and is the third largest city on the border of the Mediterranean coast. It is known for its beautiful beaches, it is rich in culture, history, and beautiful infrastructure, which is mainly what our presentation will be focusing on. It is also known as the University City, as it has many colleges and places for learning as well as developing the arts, such as music and dance. The first place we will be looking at is Port de Peru, a place that is rich in culture, as it was modeled after Port Saint Denis in Paris. It is dedicated to the glory of King Louis XIV of France. From the top, you are able to see a sky view of Montpellier. It was built by Francis d'Orbay, and molded into the infrastructure are major stages of his reign. His reign being King Louis XIV, as Francois d'Orbay really admired the king. The next thing we'll be talking about is Cathedral St. Pierre. This church was built dedicated to St. Peter. After suffering extensive damage during the wars of religion between the Catholics and the Protestants, the cathedral is still standing strong to today. This is mainly attributed to its two tower-like cylindrical pillars, which are 4.55 meters in diameter. 60% of the population in France are Catholic, so there are many cathedrals all around the country. Near it is the botanical garden named Jardin des Plantes de Montpellier, which pictures will be in the next slide. In this slide, you can see the beautiful trees and plants that are in the Jardin de Montpellier. It is a very famous and attractive tourist place for people visiting Montpellier.
Musée Fabre. I'm sorry, I probably messed that up. But this museum is one of the largest museums in France, actually. So it actually houses Flemish, Dutch, Spanish, French, English, Italian, and Italian works. So it's very diverse, as you can see. And it was actually founded in 1825 by a local Montpellier painter, artist. So his name was Francois Xavier Fabre, by which the museum is named after. And then two famous artworks that this really beautiful museum houses are La Rencontre and The Wrath of Achilles. So, so the outside looks like white, kind of like guarded and symmetrical. And then the inside is very different, very bright, colorful, as you can see in one of these hallways. This is just one hallway, but there's quite of a difference in the inside and the outside. And then, so here we have another place. It's called L'Agora, the City of Dance. So this houses offices and workrooms for the famous summer festival, and actually has two studios for creation rehearsals. And so their little motto is Sin vino van hospitalitas. So basically, without wine, hospitality is futile. So it's like a little, it's kind of like a plaza / kind of like a center. It's like a center. And yeah, they have like local dance festivals here, and yeah. And then the next spot we're gonna highlight is the Chateau de Hospitalet. So this is actually known for its wine, and actually a lot of wine tours are available here for tourists and locals. So it's actually known as the Rich Southern Wines, and a jazz festival is actually held here annually in the summers. And then we have the fountains of Montpellier. So we just see a couple of these. One of them is was talked about before as the Place de Comète. As you can see, I think it's the top two. They're very similar. Or actually, they're all the same, if I'm looking at it correctly. So yeah, and these fountains are quite beautiful, and actually, France is very known for its fountains. In Paris, there are some very beautiful fountains as well, and they just have that Renaissance-like structure, like bodies at the top, or like nature, people. That's how usually they're structured. Very beautiful. And then here we have a video. It's part of our La Culture, part of the slideshow. So it's the video itself is called La Ville de Montpellier, and it's more like a tourist video. It shows different spots in the city. So feel free to watch that. Play it now. There you go. Okay. And then here are our cited sources. As you can see, we have a couple sources. Thank you. Any questions?